Do you like the Lego Movie? If so, then I've got great news for you. Using your own iPad or phone, you can create your own movie with your own Lego sets, and today I'm going to show you how. Let's begin. By the way, I'm only going to be showing you how to animate a walk cycle in this tutorial. If you want to find out more about making Lego stop motion, then you should watch some of the other tutorials that I'm going to make soon. First, you're going to want to open the App Store and search up Stop Motion Studio. Usually you'll find it near the top. This is the one that I used. Before we get into the technical stuff though, I need to show you how to make a proper setup. First, find a stable structure, like a desk, and make some space. After clearing some land, you're free to put a base plate on. Make sure to make it stable with either tape or sticky tack. I'll show you how to make a better background in a later video. One of the most important things is making sure your camera is stable, and you can do that by putting your iPad or phone on a tripod. Finally, we have lighting. Usually LED lights are the most reliable source because they don't cause flicker. Make sure they're focusing on the center and the backdrop of your stop motion. That way everything is well lit. Also, turn off any lights that are in the background, such as ceiling lamps or really any light source that's coming from behind you. Make sure to draw the blinds and all of that stuff because those can cause shadows. Anyways, back to Stop Motion Studio. Once you open the app, it should look something like this. Click the box that says New Movie to start animating. Now get your camera into place. Towards the right of your screen, underneath the play button, which looks like a triangle inside of a circle, there's a settings button. Once you click on it, click on the little M at the right, and it'll let you manually choose the settings that you want. Now the AW button, that just leads you to a bunch of different lighting settings that you can have. You can make things look cooler or warmer. I typically use fluorescent, but there are other times where I need to use the others. The next button is the focus button. This tool helps things become blurry or unblurry. You're going to want to have a lower amount of focus when your minifigure or whatever you're animating is closer to the camera. The next button is the ISO. Typically you want to have it on 25. However, let's say there's an explosion in your stop motion and you need the screen to be brighter. You can always make it brighter by making the ISO larger. Then there's the shutter, which is basically the same as the ISO, except it's in smaller quantities of brightness. The next thing is the zoom, which basically allows you to zoom in and zoom out. You can also do this with your fingers by pinching and pinching out. The next things are some green screen stuff and things that rotate your screen. At the bottom left to the right of the plus button, there's a little cogwheel. These are some more settings. The first thing allows you to change the frame rate. You might also hear the term FPS, which stands for frames per second. Basically, this is how fast your video goes or how many pictures are in 1 second. The higher the FPS, the faster your video is. So always keep that in mind when animating. In my opinion, I think this walk cycle works best with 15 FPS. That's the frame rate I usually animate at, along with a lot of other people. But anyways, the big red button to the right is the picture button that allows you to take pictures. In case you ever need to delete a frame, just click on it and then press the little trash can and it'll be deleted. Towards the left of your screen, you can see a sliding bar, which basically allows you to see the previous picture. Now that you know just about everything you need to, we're ready to start animating a basic walk cycle. First, we put our figure in an idle pose. Take a picture. This is important so that you know how big your movements are. The next thing we're going to do is lift up one of the minifigure's legs and bring the opposite arm forward. For the other arm, you want to bring that back. What you do next is you move it ever so slightly so that it's resting between these two studs. Once again, move their arms just a tiny bit. Make sure it's steady and take a picture. Next, you're going to want to put their frontal leg onto the next stud and bring back their arms just a little bit, and then bring both their legs and arms back. Now just repeat this just with the opposite leg going forward, and eventually you'll get something that looks a bit like this. If you want to save this video to your photo gallery, go to the bottom left and click the arrow. Once you do that, hold your finger on your project until this pops up. Then you're going to click Export Movie underneath the play button. Wait for it to load, and then click Save Video. And once you look in your photo gallery, you will find it. Thank you guys for watching. It would mean a lot if you liked or subscribed. If you have any other tutorials you want me to make, leave your suggestions in the comments below, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, or afternoon. Later.